I'm gonna go down to that wood down there and then I'll come back. What's going on? Welcome back to today's video. As you can see behind me and in front of me, I am in a pair of camo waders and I'm out here doing some trout fishing today. I'm in a creek today that is in northern Indiana, and we're doing some brown and rainbow trout fishing. This year they stocked this little river creek with 250 rainbow trout, which isn't a ton, but it's still a decent amount. And I don't think a lot of people fish this other than like opening weekend of trout season. I think the limit here is like 7 inches, so they don't have to be very big. So it does take kind of a brutal, beat down on opening day. But other than that, it's pretty dead. This is a big place for a lot of kayakers to go through, so it has a lot of kayak traffic. So I went by earlier and I seen like 10 kayaks here, so I was like, nah, I'll come back later. Now it's a little bit later on in the evening, and we're going to be doing some trout fishing today. The goal is I forgot my net, so if I do catch one, I'll be shocked if I'm able to touch it, like get any pictures or anything. But we're just going to get in here and see if we can catch something and have a little bit of fun with it. To start, you got to work on these little log jams here. You got to start with some log jams and just try that, because anywhere that there's, just a little bit of white water, a little bit of current, just some structure, these trout group up. I've had like 5 bites just from the bridge over to here, because I put in at a bridge, and haven't landed one yet. But let's get in there and see if we can catch some trout. Oh my gosh, I just lost one. Now, knowing that I'm not a big trout guy, go ahead and roast me in the comments for what I'm doing, but I'm just using a really, really light bass setup today with a little rooster tail on there and trying to catch trout that way. And I'm really slow rolling it off the bottom. I probably need to slow down even some more. But I like the color white. I've used the color yellow before and had luck that way. And we'll see if we can catch something. I don't really like to use live bait because a lot of times fish, I'm not sure about trout. I've never really done corn for trout. A lot of people will throw corn, but I know that a lot of fish, when they eat live bait, they swallow it completely before you're even able to set the hook, and it kills the fish basically. I'm just out here for a little catch and release tonight. I probably got a half an hour, and we're gonna see if we can do any damage today. There we go. Oh yeah, a little brown. Looks like a little brown trout. Oh no, no, no. And he's gone. Gosh dang it. I forgot my net. If I'd have had a net, we'd have that. But I'm sure you guys seen it on camera, so we're gonna call it a catch anyways. Well, I hooked one and lost it, which is not the end of the world. I mean, I had it over the bank, but I'd rather not completely kill that fish by just slamming it down and trying to, grab hold of it. I should have brought a net, lesson learned, honestly. But that's okay. We're going to keep trying for a little bit longer and see if we get another one. I don't want to go too far up there. The next log jam is, the next log jam is probably another, couple 100 yards. And like I said before, I don't have a lot of time tonight, so I'm just coming in here and giving it a quick dangle and seeing if I can get 1 or 2. And we were successful. Typically I can do this whole stretch and only get 1 or 2 bites if I'm lucky. Tonight I probably had 3 or 4 different bites, and I was able to connect with one, just wasn't able to put it in my hands, which is okay. At least he got back into the water safe and sound. If you guys are looking to get more technical into this and figure out a little bit more of trout fishing, I'm not necessarily an expert by any means, but I like to use really, really super light line. And then rooster tails, when I'm throwing them, I like to do 1/6 ounce. And just for trout safety, I like to push down the barbs. It doesn't affect the trout as much, and it makes for a little bit easier release as well. There we go. I am hooked up. Oh, he popped off. No. What happened there? Dang it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video. I know it's a short one. I didn't have tons of success today, but honestly, in terms of trout and just my own experience, you know, if I'm able to get a couple different bites, that's pretty cool. And today we ended up with 4 different trout bites. They're a little lethargic. We're at the end of summer right now, so the water temperatures are definitely pretty warm. Might not even be the best time to, you know, fish for trout. I know trout are typically more of a cold water fish, but today I just wanted to come in here, give it a shot and see what happens. I wasn't able to come up here earlier this season for opening trout and, you know, the weekends thereafter, but shortly after that, that's when they do a lot of stocking. So I just can't imagine that all those fish get taken out of here every year, but maybe this creek's taking a beating this year. Either way though, I did have a really good time out here, and I was able to see quite a few that you could see them swimming underneath you every now and then. Not a lot of big ones in here. Most of them are 7 to 10 inches, but still very, very cool. I'm not sure if they even make it through the winter, to be honest with you. It's pretty cold up here in northern Indiana, and this place, it freezes pretty solid. So I know the trout probably struggle here, and maybe they move into some deeper lakes, but the nearest lake from here is probably like 4 miles. But either way, I mean, let me know down below if you guys have any comments or thoughts on trout fishing, and maybe give me some tips and tricks or some lures to try, or maybe I should even try live bait. Like I said, not a lot of experience with trout, but I do love to come out here and just wade the creeks and enjoy it. There's some other fish in here like rock bass and largemouth. I don't think there's any smallies in here, but yeah, I suppose we'll catch you on the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and at least you got to see a quick glimpse of a brown trout today, and catch you on the next one. Peace.